Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see fifth-year quarterback Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans as they match up with a former league MVP, Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, we've got two teams here certainly with something to prove after a disappointing 2017.
Let's be honest about it. Their playoff aspirations, they went splat, didn't they? They've got to prove now to themselves and to their fans. Are they one of those teams that's ready to move back up, or are they one of those teams that really has to rebuild?
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Matt Ryan ready to quarterback the Atlanta Falcons here on the offensive side of the football. Week 2, Matt Ryan bounced back from a poor performance Week 1 in Minnesota and helped the Falcons earn the 24-20 win against Philadelphia. But I'll tell you what, Charles, that was an eventful way to get a victory.
It certainly was, but how about the way that Matt Ryan spread the ball to his wide receivers, Calvin Ridley big early, and, of course, the huge play by Julio Jones down the stretch with a key block from tackle Jake Matthews to ice that game. Matty Ice, did you see what I did there?
I do, yeah.
To ice that game for the Falcons, evening their record at 1-1.
Matt Ryan, all told, 320 yards, 3 touchdown passes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and now it's second down. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's big.
Connects with Sanu right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check. No. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mariota now. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards. The Titans' 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Where am I good?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. As Atlanta comes back out here on offense, CD, I just wanted to ask you about the NFC South. You got the Breeze injury. Nobody knows what's going on with Cam in Carolina. No team is at 2-0, so the Falcons at 1-1. They may be in a pretty good position.
They certainly are, and it's one of the more volatile divisions year in and year out in the NFL. How many times have we seen a team go from worst to first? And Tampa Bay's 1-1. So, as you noted, this division now in flux a little bit. Atlanta's got to feel great about that win against Philadelphia, gets them back on the beam, and they're hoping that they can take control in the NFC South.
Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On third down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for Calvin Ridley.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Tennessee takes the field here to get the ball on offense, Charles. In week one, everyone was so excited about Tennessee. That win at Cleveland just manhandled them. But they came down to earth in week two. Indianapolis edging them 19-17. And Marcus Mariota, not the best game.
When your offense is only 1 of 10 on third downs, a lot of times that does come back to the quarterback. He has to play better in order for that offense to click. And then when you think about what went into that game, the momentum from Cleveland, beating them on the road, pounding them on the road, going to retire Eddie George and Steve McNair's jerseys, 2 cornerstones of that franchise. It had to be a huge disappointment for the Tennessee crowd to see their team drop a game that they had a great chance of winning.
Remember, they had the fire on the field pregame. Unfortunately, that turned out to be a bad omen for Tennessee.
You're right. They thought they were generating fire for the team. Turned out that was the only fire that they really saw.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First down, Tennessee.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota gives to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Switching gears for a second, Charles. This last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries. And then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch. Not in a way that anyone really wants when you talk about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury, although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as the number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning the quarterback for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world, we're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Tighten down. There you go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A gain there of 21 yards.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Now Ryan on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mariota hands to Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mariota to Sharp that time for a Titan first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a wild football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Up from his linebacker spot, Dion Jones making the play. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 36, Mariota, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Brett Kern now. Remember, though, he did have 1 blocked earlier.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Let's put him on the buses.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You ain't doing it. Ready to go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Check 55 to Mike. Here it comes. Check.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Falcons grab it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And this will be caught at the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
He'll get it up the middle. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Ryan to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 9, check 9.
They try again with Lewis. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, that's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Mariota. Now he's forced out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man right side. It's Sharp. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Switch.
Now Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota now. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mariota. And incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Dion Jones. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ryan wants to throw it. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On second down, Freeman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
It's our time. It's our time.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.